Every year we seek out the very best in our intrepid journey across the culinary landscape. On Foodable Side Dish is a new show that journeys far and wide. This year from San Francisco to Ireland to New York City and also London. Making the best of list means you have to have one thing, passion. And it has to show in your idea and creativity behind your culinary gift to the world. The Rib Man in London was a discreet find by our producers and an awesome connection of a street-side vendor that has turned a passion for life into a passion for ribs. Sometimes love affairs have to happen in your business, and in this unlikely Rocky Balboa story, it has.
So tell me, you started out as a butcher.
I did.
And now you've made your name doing Rib Man.
Yeah.
So how did that transition happen?
By accident, really. I mean, I was a butcher. I had a car crash and lost my leg. I went back to work as a butcher, but after a few months, they said that they couldn't insure me. I fall over a lot. So, you know, I was devastated. I mean, I really was absolutely. It's the only thing I knew, the only thing I was good at, and I loved doing it. So, you know, I was absolutely devastated to be told that I couldn't do it anymore. After a month or so sitting at home, getting depressed, getting, you know, going down the wrong kind of road, I just wanted to get involved with meat again. You know, there was no way I was going to continue to be a butcher, but, you know, I just sat down and all of a sudden I thought ribs. I've always loved ribs. It was always the staff meat back in the day when I was a butcher because no one bought ribs. It was the cheap cut, like a belly of pork. No one bought it, so we used to get it to take home. So that's why I've always loved ribs. I'm not looking to take over the world with what I do. I just want to keep on doing it and enjoying it, and hopefully the people will keep coming and enjoying what I do.
Every vision starts with what most think is a crazy idea. Chef Eso Robbins is one of those crazy ones. The misfits of our industry that take an idea and create purity and art. Wild Kitchen probably spurred off of a wild idea, but turned into a venture of exploration and innovation that is setting ripples across our industry.
So tonight we're doing one of our Wild Kitchen dinners, which are big 100-person affairs, big communal seating, and the idea is each course focuses on a couple wild foraged ingredients. Many which I foraged myself, wild greens, wild flowers, mushrooms, that kind of stuff. We've been doing these dinners for something like 6 years now, quite a while. So I love that people still like to show up, so thank you for coming. So I'm gonna go through some of the courses this evening, and yeah, I hope you have fun. Well, I wanted to make documentaries, so I went to film school with the idea that I would make documentaries, and my school didn't even have a documentary department actually, so I didn't get a lot of training on that. So when I came out here, I was actually really interested in making a documentary about urban farming. Just kind of exploring that, interviewing people, just kind of like finding out what was going on in the scene here, and I just at some point just shifted and really became interested in doing my own thing, started my own thing. I started foraging, following, meeting some mushroom foragers up north, up in Northern California, and from there I just kind of took off, started to sell mushrooms to chefs, and from there started this thing called a CSF, which is like a CSA of wild foraged food. That's about what I did. Yeah. Cool. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming. I hope you enjoy your meal. Yeah, thank you.
Every great story has to have a sweet ending. And that's the idea behind Hakkasan, New York City, and their take on delivering amazing pastries and desserts with Chef Rory MacDonald. It's not easy taking a Cantonese menu and developing a dessert pairing that is pure perfection.
Hakkasan, we focus on the desserts to be light and to kind of cleanse your palate, because this is family style. Sometimes you eat too much.
Yes.
You don't really have room for desserts.
And I think in the US, a lot of people might not equate going out to an Asian dinner and then having a dessert. I think the sweet component doesn't always come to mind for people. So that's a big opportunity for you, that you're able to present that to them and introduce them to that.
Exactly. And in Chinese food or Asian food, traditionally they don't use a lot of dairy. So when you're not using a lot of dairy, that kind of cuts out all kind of Western desserts. So again, it kind of goes back to like, we're not trying to do fusion, we're just trying to do desserts that work for Hakkasan.
We continue to seek out the stories that are defining our industry, defining why we do what we do in the culinary field, and why delivering hospitality is truly one of the greatest things you can do for another person. Here's to another year of great finds that are setting up a new challenge for us to explore the undiscovered innovators of our industry.